Hey folks, Jessica here. Howdy. So we are sparking day because Grand Percival is out, and I have actually not looked at Grand Percival. I'm sparking because of his weapon. Nothing against Percival, we'll look at him in a second. I'm sure he's probably pretty decent. Uh, his weapon, though, this will shift Fire's meta, 100%. There's a cycle of weapons, I mentioned this in a few videos at this point, that have been coming out over the last year that have shifted the meta for every element that they've come out for. So it started with Uni and her harp, Harmonia. Then it was Galleon and her axe, and then Walmnus and her umbrella, which is a staff, I believe. Now Percival's sword. Now, what am I talking about? So Scarlet Convergence, they all have a skill that's similar to this. Their activation conditions are slightly different. I believe Harmonia specifically wants harps. I think Womdus wants higher HP on your team, stuff like that. For Scarlet Convergence, you want at least 4 weapons of the same weapon group and are equipped. So for swords, for katanas, etc. Boost to fire allies attack, defense, and damage cap. So the boost is, for every one of these you have, is 40% fire allies attack, 25% defense, and 7% special damage cap. So you'll need 3 of these to get to the damage cap. And if you have been playing Granblue a while, you know that we in endgame are thirsty for damage cap. That is the thing that limits us the most. Damage cap is the thing that caps us. So any way we can beat it, we go for. And there have been many ways to get more damage cap, but they've all kind of required a huge trade-off. Whether that be running Highlander, or running a scaled minion when you're not dark, or running something like, say, Taming Sari in light, which is not a great weapon other than it gets you damage cap. This is replacing all those options. This is going to be the meta pick. So we do need 3, and the time you want to spark for these is when they're on rate up, obviously, so when they come out. Because, you'll pull some, hopefully. I think I've got 2 Harmonias. I've got 1 Galleon Axe. I don't have any Womdus's Umbrella. And I'm going to go for, I think, 3 Percival Swords. And let me just pull open Kamigame real quick. So, in looking at Kamigame, they are recommending, they talk about transition. So what they mean by that is when it becomes worth it to run this over other options like Magna or over other versions of a primal grid. So they're saying you want at least 3 Ixmas in one of these swords, or 2 Ixmas in 2 of these swords to make it worth it. And then I believe in the most extreme example with a Beelzebub slash Agni, this probably changes as double Agni, by the way. They want 4 of these swords and 3 Ixmas. So we freaking gaming if we're going for this grid. I'm gonna go for 3. I'm not gonna go for 4. But yeah, this is definitely the most meta option. While we're talking about it, let's talk about Percival. So Percival, I just took a glance. He's kind of cracked, if I'm honest. So he's got a mechanic called Singed. He does unworldly damage on charge attack. Like charge attacks for quite a lot. Singed raises whenever he charge attacks. He gets the King's Blaze effect. So this is going to boost his attack, and he's also going to make him do a Fire Echo, and it's indefinite duration. But he's got a skill that consumes it, so it's not really indefinite. At least not the way you want to use it. Rotor Verbal is his one. This is a big nuke. It rages Singed. It inflicts a double attack, triple attack down on an enemy. Gives him more charge bar. That's important to remember. When Singed is above 5, it's going to activate twice, so he'll get 40% charge bar, and then double everything else. Also, he'll further build Singed faster. And then Regearing, is that how you say it? Not sure. Inflicts Grovel, which is kind of like Ray's ability. It's going to essentially just make the enemy do no elemental damage in that turn. Can't be extended, guaranteed to land if it doesn't have 100% debuff resist. So yeah, it's just like Ray's thing. And then Petrify, which Percival's always had. Little bit of dysfunction in this skill, because at least I tend to use Petrify just on cooldown to just lower the amount of charge diamonds the enemy gets. Something like Grovel you kind of want in response to a certain mechanic happening to stop it, to save yourself. So you don't want to shoot it off. You don't want to shoot it off on cooldown. So you can just pick one of the other situations and use it for. It's fine. But yeah, it's a little weird. Those don't align very well. And it's a 12 turn cooldown. Conan Decret is his 3. This one's really good. It's 900% fire damage nuke to all foes. All fire allies gain 1% fire attack, 30% fire echo, and then they will all do a normal attack without using a turn. It's tag team. That's freaking huge. And it consumes King's Blaze after activation. 12 turn cooldown. Very long cooldown, but very powerful effect. And then the rest of it, Cardinal Procession. Cardinal Procession makes it so Percival can't gain charge bars. That's why being able to activate his 1 is important. He amplifies normal attack damage by 20%. He has guaranteed triple attacks because, of course, it's a 2022 Grand character. Buffs can't be removed. And he starts with King's Blaze, so you can tag team right away with this. And I assume if you're running Luchador, you could tag team and then use Koenig Decret and tag team again. Yeah, pretty cracked. Lohan's Shixel. This is gonna make it when attacking a foe with Singe that's 7 or above. So I might have said Singe buff. It's actually a debuff. 1,000 fire damage to all foes, and then 10% attack down, 10% defense down, and wide open, which is gonna make the foe take more fire damage. So basically a huge ass auto nuke if the foe has Singed. So yeah, no, Siegfried's cracked. We're definitely getting a Siegfried. Why do I keep calling him that? Percival. Percival's cracked. We're definitely getting a Percival. But we're mostly going after a weapon. But you know, we're gonna get a really good character along the way. All right. I've got a bunch of tickets just kicking around here that I will spend real quick. I know a lot of people just spend these as soon as they get them. I always forget I have them for me 9 fight. Alright. Character weapon draw. Yep. Give me that book. Alright, what's our SSR draw? Who's this? Who this? It's, got her name. The girl with the rifle that's got a giant bayonet on it. She's Earth. I forgot her name. I don't know what this is. Spark Perk SSR weapon draw. I saw this sitting in my inventory. I'm like, what Spark Perk? These are words that interest me. What does that mean, though? Let's see. Does it mean I get some free Spark? I don't think that's what it means. What does Spark Perk mean? Oh, is it from when you get enough Cerulean Sparks, you just get a free SSR draw? Is that what that means? Okay. Well, you know, I'll take it. All right, let's spend our tickets. And yes, I don't have a full spark, but we'll do what we gotta do. Also, the exchange rate is like very in favor of the USD right now, so you know it's not gonna be as rough if we have to fill in the spark a little bit. So that was on 10, obviously. It could be a new character, because you know it's on 10. What was it 7, 8? I think it was 9. New character, Percival. Is this Neza? I think it's Neza. Yeah, it's Neza. Okay, well, new character, I'll take it. Ooh, rainbow crystal. Love to see it. Ooh, 2 rainbow crystals, love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rainbow crystal. That is, Drang. Fire Drang. Yep, Fire Drang. Percival? Is this Patsu? Dark character? Yeah, Patsu. I actually want him. He's supposed to be pretty good. Okay, it's been pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. Pretty good. Only 3 more of these. So we'll spend those, and then we'll move on to the temple. Okay. Alright. 10 pulls. Use one of these tickets. Rainbow crystals here. Let's see it. It's been a good spark so far. It's on the final slot. There's a summon, so that's on 6. A summon as well. I don't actually know what it does. So 5, is it the new summon? Oh, it is the new summon, Hekate. I'm gonna take a detour real quick to see what she does. What do you do? Uh, 1% fire boost to 1% boost to fire allies attack, okay, whatever. But 3% fire damage to all foes. Flames of the Underworld effect can't resummon, can't be ready in 3 turns. All these things suggest it might be a potentially powerful summon. Let me pull up the wiki real quick and see what this actually does. So it's saying here at 4 stars, Hekate's Embrace, the fire MC at the battle start, deals 700% fire damage to all foes every 3 turns. That's interesting. That's main aura. So, you'll just, Jito will just auto nuke. And that works as a sub aura too, apparently. So Jito will just auto nuke every turn if you have her on, or every 3 turns rather, if you have her as a sub ally. That's pretty good. What's Flames of the Underworld do? Wait, foes attack and fire allies skill damage cap are boosted. It's a 30% skill damage cap up to all fire allies, 20% attack up to all foes. That seems pretty good for content where you're not going to get absolutely clapped by the enemy for doing that. But, you know, glad to see ya. Like, there's probably going to be, like, some cracked, like, skill damage thing you can do. But, you know, yeah, no. She seems good, actually. Potentially, for some builds. Like, an auto attack, or an auto nuker build. So, another rainbow crystal that's on 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's Tabina, I think. Yeah, Fire Tabina. Fire Tabina. That's nothing. Want to pull at least one Percival. Obviously. No shit, I want to pull one Percival, right? Want to pull 3 Percivals. This is gonna be like all my Damascus, by the way. To max out 3 swords. Okay, here's a rainbow crystal. Is that Percival? Could be. It's 1 on 4 and 1 on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Hekate. 5, 6. Working on that 4-star cap. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's show. Okay. Pulling on new stuff. Rainbow crystal, you'll have to see it. On the final slot, you really love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Percival? Percival. You love to see it. 10, right there. She never misses. She never misses. She never misses. Alright, we need to pull, because obviously I want 3, so let's pull 5 more! Save some Damascus. Let's pull at least 1 more, and then I'll spark the 3rd one, then we'll be done. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay. Ordinarily, if I wasn't going for the weapons, I would stop there, but we are going for the weapons, so we're going all the way. I'd actually check what else is on this banner that I might spark. You know, we pull 3 of the weapon. Hit Rainbow Crystal. Another Percival? Maybe. Maybe. It could be on any slot now. 1, 2. Okay, there's our 3rd Hekate. There you go. Just 1 more and she's fully untapped. You can try her out. Rainbow Crystal right away. What is it? That's... Don't remember his name. The blue The blue, got gray hair, blue gray hair guy with glasses. Forgot his name. Okay. Blazing through the spark. Just need one more Percival. On 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't know who that is. Ooh, Rainbow Crystal. Every Rainbow Crystal day. It's gonna be a good spark, honestly. What that? 4 and 4 and 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. Percival? That's Yoda. I think that's Yoda. 5, 6, 7. Percival? 8? Is that Benjamin? Is that Benjamin? Don't actually remember who that is. Okay, one more. All the rainbow crystals. It's really good. This has been a really good spark. Okay, so on 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Percival? No, that's Catalina. OG. And that's Rosetta. All OG brands. Okay, give me a second. Go right back into it. Okay, let's finish this thing out. Just need one more Percival. Let's go. Uh, it's on, was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kaong. It's been a while since I've seen a Kaong. Rainbow Crystal, you'll have to see it. It's on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Percival? Is that you? It's you, buddy? No, Sektak. Sektak. I don't actually remember what the character does. Okay. Nothing? Rainbow on 2. 1, 2. Don't remember who Tiny Logger's axe is. Complete blank in my mind. Okay, Rainbow Crystal, so like, see? On 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Siegfried. What do we got now? Rainbow Crystal, let's see it. On 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the Harvin sunglasses. Okay, let's pull some more. 6 more pulls to pull a Percival, and then we'll spark a Percival. It's on 10, which is probably a new character actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a show, not a new character. 5 more. Hey, Rainbow Crystal. 2 SSRs. 2 SSRs. 1 on 2. 1, 2. That is Leona. 3, 4. I think it's on 5, right? Master Key. Is that I forgot their names. The wolf and the little girl. The wolf and the little girl. You know who I'm talking about. The dark characters. Okay. 4 more pulls to pull a Percival. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. One more. Nope. Oh, man, the rainbow crystal on 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't remember who that is. Okay, 2 more. Nothing. 1 more. This gonna be it? Are we gonna pull a Percival on the very last one? Are we? Secret rainbow crystal? It's on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah. Alright. So we can spark a Percival now, but the question really becomes, do I want to spark twice? I have to think about it, actually. We miss, I could... I do need Willness, so I'm going to grab Percival now, because you can't actually continue to pull until you spend your spark, I don't think. Or I guess you can. Interesting. Okay, it's been a little bit. I have now added the 2 Lord of Flames to the grid. I fully maxed out Lord of Flames, so I used 6 Damascus bars because it's totally worth it. And I've been thinking about whether or not I want to go for 3. And I think I'm actually going to hold off and just stop at 2, because honestly, I'm running 3 Ixabas, and 3 Ixabas, 1 Lord of Flames is enough to be better than your other options. So 2 is obviously even better. 3 is like the absolute best you can get, but here's my reasoning. I'm gonna have to probably like do another full spark. Well, in the worst case, do another full spark to get another one. And I don't really want to do that, because if after I go spark another one, I pull one at some point, because it's in the pool, it's gonna be really freaking annoying. So I think I'm gonna stop at 2, and you know, at some point down the road, I'll probably pull another one, or I can just spark another one. Or I can be trying to spark another character and then pull the character and then spark another Lord of Flames, etc. There's a lot of scenarios where I'll just get another one. So I'm going to stop at 2 because 2 is great. And yeah, if you want to see, check out that damage number. Yeah, we're above a billion listed damage right now, elemental advantage. So at the moment, and I'm still messing with the grid a little bit to see what I actually want to run. This grid's a little weird because I don't have an EX boost in here. I don't have an EX boost in here, but I'm running 3 Ixabas and a Ray of Zook. Ray of Zook. I'm gonna call it Zook. The Rise of the Beast Katana Malice gets me regular damage cap, and I'm also running. This is Colossus, the character's weapon, which also gives me more damage cap. And I'm also running, since that's 5 katanas there, I'm running Cosmos Blade, which is another katana. So all of that is enough for me to hit the damage cap plus get additional damage cap special on top of that. And I need to change my key on my my Dark Opus weapon to be normal attacks, because that's probably going to be what I lean into here. So yeah, we are really cooking in terms of damage. But yeah, let's see some of it in action. Oh, you're wondering, I am running these summons to get these numbers. I am running a fully uncapped Villainous as well. So I think the team comp, a lot of people are going to run, because it's immediately the one that jumps to mind here, because you're kind of just doubling down on all the stuff that you want to do with Luchador, is running Percival in the Luchador setup, since it gets you a second tag team, since Percival essentially gives you another form of tag team. And if you're running that setup, then you're running Alanon and Minlamel, and then whatever you want in the back row, probably Tien and Frau. I don't have Frau yet, though. I'll have her soon, I think. And one of the things with Fire is it doesn't have a really cracked fist weapon. There's Reinhardt Czar's fist. I do have that, but I don't have it uncapped. And I don't know that I will spend the dom on it just because the play used to be running 2 of those because with Villainous, the summon, Villainous gets you to 100% crit with just 2 of those fists. That's not really play anymore since Lord of Flames is to play with Ixabas, so there's not a lot of room for that weapon anymore. Though it would be good in this setup. I'm just running Dangerous Heart. This weapon's not great for offense because it's a garrison weapon, but it does get you attack, so it's not nothing. So it would do for our purposes. But yeah, like the search for a really good fist weapon is something that would improve this setup a bit. There's also a Villainous Finger you could run if you want to go Enmity, but I'm not going Enmity. Same thing with Crimson Finger. Like Crimson Finger, if you're going Enmity. This Finger is at least farmable, so like that is an option. But yeah, let's just go beat something up real fast with this. Okay, we're doing like a Luchador setup, a double Luchador setup. Let's just do like something that's got enough health that we can kind of just blast through them, here we are. Did I wonder if I'd do something like take a Shiva for more assassin? Huh. Let me try taking a Shiva so I have the call here, and then we just like really spike this thing down. So, yeah. If you're not familiar with Mimlimel Alanon setups, Mimlimel gives us 70% charge bar, Alanon consumes it. Everyone guaranteed cripple and echo. We'll clear Alanon's debuff and just get our stuff up. I'm gonna tag team first because I think Percival's tag team actually has a damage component, which might actually consume the damage, the assassin from Mimlimel. And I believe no, she will be one hit of it. So let me just do Sun here. And we'll do our 2 tag teams. So here's 1 tag team. Nice damage, nice damage. Really nice damage. That's like 3.2 mil a swing from Percival. And here's Percival's tag team. And then everyone's gonna double strike on this turn. Because of the Sun summon. And everyone's also going to charge attack, which will give Percival some charge bar. Unfortunately, Mimlimel's going to stun herself, which makes it super awkward if we have to do a Hits Omen. But that's just Mimlimel. So that was 49% of Iwiar's health on the first turn. Here's that's a Hits Omen I was talking about. It's going to be a Mach 3, which I don't think we have a good way of really... Like, Jita will die from that, but it's fine. Because I'm just going to Shiva this turn for another assassin, which do as much damage as we can. Actually, we lose Mimlimel's attack because she stuns herself. I always fucking forget Mimlimel stuns herself. It's so awkward. But there we go, 35%. She's going to die. Because there's going to be a tick of damage after this. Yep, there we go. And now we gotta do Hits Omen, but Yule's here, and Yule actually can pretty handily stop this. Because she's gonna double strike and give everyone Echo, and Mimlimel's not stunned anymore. Though, if Mimlimel dies here, it's not actually a big deal. It's kinda to our advantage. It's kinda all according to Keikaku she dies, because she's mostly for that first turn, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I think we got this. We've handily got this. Now this idiot's gonna actually start hitting really freaking hard, so I probably should guard this. Then again, he's about to clap Alanon, so I'll just let that happen. Well, maybe I won't. Let me see if I can interrupt this. Is that enough? Yeah, it's enough. Oh man, he's gonna kill somebody. Meteor Feather. What does Meteor Feather even do? Which is a lot of damage, I guess. Can we stop that? 20 hits? We still got Echo. So I think let's interrupt that. I almost want to go off because the regular attack he does is just so much damage. But now we can stop that, Omen. Like, the regular attack's more dangerous than a lot of other things you can do. Dragon Nest will F us up. I don't have... Actually, I can't stop it at all. So I guess now you can see Percival's charge attack. Hope you're ready. It takes like 5,000 years for it to play out, but it is cool looking. We're YOLOing this. Completely YOLOing this. But that's kind of what you get with Double Lucha. Like, you really just want to YOLO it, right? I think the entire front row is going to die here, and then Tian's going to have to finish it herself. We'll see if she can, but it should be pretty close. Oh, I actually have skip charge check on for Percival. You'll see it in the next fight. So Dragon Nest, everyone's dead. Great, cool story. Tian, handle this. 20 hits, easy game. Shoot his ass. Okay, there we go. So that was however many turns that was. Those are relatively fast, here we are. But that's kind of the power of Double Lucha. So let's do a longer fight with... Well, let's talk teams and then do a longer fight. Did I get anything? Alright, whatever. 1 second. So here's the thing with Percival. He can't build charge bar. Like, literally one of his skills prevents him from getting charge bar from normal attacks. So you're going to want to do something to get him charge bar, because he does need a charge attack. Because, like, he's got all this stuff that happens at high Singe levels, but the way he builds Singe is slowly over time by casting his 1. And his 1 will activate twice at 5 or more Singe, so we'll start stacking beyond that a lot faster. Also, charge attacking will raise Singe by 2. So, getting him the charge attack gets you a lot closer, and then when it's at 7, he's going to auto-nuke for quite a lot and debuff every turn, which is quite strong. But taking a 7 takes a while without some way of forcing it. You could run, again, I mentioned Anna and Luffy. Anna and Luffy both also play with Singe. I might try a build with Luffy later. I've never used Luffy, so I can't really tell ya. But they would work well together. You can do things, though, like run Kengo and just get charge bar through that, like, because Kengo charge attacks all the freaking time. You've been down this road before. So I'm going to try a Kengo team, because I'm running a ton of katanas, right? I'm running fully 6 katanas, which means we're running Shion. Siegfried also is a katana character, Usis, Rengoku, all katana characters. Percival is not, which is slightly annoying, because I think Percival in certain versions is a katana character, but, you know, consistency, whatever. So let's try a Kengo build on something. Also, if you wanted, you could probably run a longer term setup. That's less gimmicky if you did something like freaking Viking, if you wanted as well. I mean, maybe I'll try the Luffy setup as well, because I do want to see what he's like at high Singe levels, but let's try Kengo. Okay. Okay, I don't normally like doing Grimnir, because all these fights, regardless how much damage you do, take forever. They just have so much health. But we'll go ahead and just do this, because you know, it's a good like way a lot of players know as like a really relatable metric of how hard a fight is. So we'll just do this one. I'm gonna run Shion here. I really quite like Shion. She's a really good character. She just requires a very specific build to work around, so she doesn't necessarily see as much play as I would think she deserves, because she does require a very specific build. But she is more powerful depending on how many katanas are in your grid, and also how many katana characters you're running. So if I do her 1, then this doesn't scale, but her 2, Tempura Flurry. Tempura Flurry? Really? Is that the name of it? It gives her a 20% charge bar whenever, and does damage, but activates more times based on the number of katana specialty characters in the party, which is right now 4. Yeah, 4. Herself, Jita, USS Siegfried and Rengoku. Percival's not, but you know, it's gonna give her an absolute shit ton of bar, 150% right there. And then activate this and this. And the thing with Percival is, I've mentioned in the past that I think Luchador is one of the strongest classes, if not the strongest class. And that's because of tag team, right? I've said that before. And the thing with it is, Luchador's not a strong class otherwise. Like, it's not bringing a lot to the table besides tag team. So when you have the ability to run tag team with Percival and not have to run Luchador, that's all upside. You don't have to run double Luchador with Luchador plus Percival. So this is a pretty good setup. Anyways, I'll turn on check animations. We do have to go quick because Singe is a debuff and it will start winding down and it can fall off. And if it falls off, then stacking again is going to be really annoying. But it's a 3-minute debuff, so as long as I don't sit here yakking, it'll refresh. It'll refresh pretty fast. She's got such a cool charge attack too. And the goal of the setup is to feed Percival charge bar. I was actually supposed to use Sun there, but I completely effing forgot. So we use Sun here. And I also didn't tag team because I'm just a fucking mess. Here's the tag team. That's so wrapped up explaining things that I didn't actually do the thing I wanted. I'm a mess. There's the tag team from Percival. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the double strike into charge attack, which will charge Percival. Which is the whole point of this setup. Vanish into darkness. She's so cool. She also does a ton of damage. Oh, maybe Percival needs one more round. Yeah, so Percival still needs a little bit of charge bar. Which we can get him in about a turn. We'll go ahead and just do this. We'll just do a regular attack here. Because Jita and Xian both need charge bar in order to activate their double and triple strikes, respectively. Okay, so Xian can double strike for 2 turns. Pretty good. Jita, I think, needs more charge bar. She needs 40%. Yep. And Singe is falling off in 13 seconds. Or it would be, but we're gonna reapply it right now. Because she'll charge attack into it. I believe this counts for when you hit attack, because obviously you can refresh, so it should apply. So here's Percival's charge attack. So it did apply in time because it was at 1 and it went to 3, so we applied 2 stacks, so it did refresh. Percival's charge attack's really cool. It's very slow. It is possibly the longest charge attack. So you're gonna want to hit skip charge attack animation, which I will. But yeah, that I figured everyone would want to see it, so I let it play out. But yeah, that's basically the idea of this team. Like, it's a really fun team. It's just the Katana memes. I would love it if Percival were actually a Katana character, but he doesn't count as one in this form, annoyingly. So, I guess he forgot how to use one, so, whatever. Well, let's play out. I'll let him get to 5 and then 7 Singe. 5 Singe makes his nuke double, activate twice, which applies more Singe, and 7 makes him auto nuke, so that's the big one. So you want to get there as soon as possible, but it's all incumbent. It's incumbent on being able to give him charge bar, because he can't give it to himself, which is, kind of the limitation of his toolkit. I should try a build with Luffy. That seems pretty good, because Luffy can apply Singe. And then Anna, like maybe I'll Tix Anna or something with regular sub-ticks. Yeah, I'll be a good use of a regular sub-ticks, because she would also be able to apply Singe, and that should be a fun build, because then Singe would be really fast. So here we go, we're going to activate before Singed. So we charge attack again, we'll be above the threshold. And Xian gives herself a shit ton of charge bar right here. So we're gonna give yourself a shit ton of charge bar. Why didn't you get charge bar off that? Oh, that's the double strike. It's her middle button. That is it. My bad. Delay you. But yeah, I haven't given it a ton of thought as to what would work well with Percival. Percival is basically just a really powerful damage dealer that gives you tag team, which is great. I have no complaints about that toolkit. That is extremely... Why did I hit... Oh, I hit full auto. My bad. My bad. It's a great toolkit. Like, Percival's going to be a really strong addition to anyone's team. See how long a short shock is when we skip it. How long is this? Much shorter. Yeah, you're going to want to skip that. It's a cool animation, but oh, it's such a long animation. And we're making pretty short work of Granblue here, so... Yeah, and we're 3 stacks of trance, so I'm going to summon Beelzebub. Beelzebub will buff Cheetah, etc., etc. You know how this goes. And we'll just, we'll kill this guy. We'll kill this guy. She also does an auto-nuke after charge attack, so like, she's charge attacking for like 5 mil, and then 2.5 mil after. Xian does a ton of damage. Like, she has a really good character. If you got her and you haven't used her, consider using her. You do need to build around her, though, because she does really need the Katana grid to shine. This is going faster than I thought it would, so I guess we'll let it play out for a bit. So some thoughts while we do the rest of this fight. How do I feel about the new weapons shifting the meta? I actually... On the one hand, I think it's good, because the meta, like, if the meta doesn't shift, the game gets low stale, right? And I think Primal Grids, like, really benefit from these new weapons coming out, so that's great. I think the weapons themselves are cool. They all require some slightly different condition. Not that different, but slightly different. I understand, though, if you're super invested in other grids, which, you know, I am. Like, my grids are pretty much fully built for other previous metas. It can be a little bit annoying, right? To have to do it again. Like, it's a lot of Damascus, it's a lot of sparking and rolling to try and get the sets of weapons. But I do think it's important for, like, the health of the game to, like, have new stuff. And then, like, also, you look at something like, the 6 Dragon Advent summons for Primal. Again, Primal getting a lot of things. So this is an outlet for Damascus bars and a thing to chase. But also, the 6 Dragon Advents were an outlet for Sun Dragon Stones. Because the 6 Dragon Advent summons require, like, you know, you want to so... I understand what they're doing, but I can see why it's a lot of investment to have to start targeting again. So I would understand if anyone's, like, annoyed by that. I just noticed her attack is called Sushi Buffet. Is all her food, or is all her attacks, are all her attacks food-based? I never realized that. That's silly. And yeah, again, I'm not going for, 3 Lord of Flames, as much as I want 3 Lord of Flames, because, yeah, if I go Spark and get another Lord of Flames and I pull one later, I'm gonna be so freaking annoyed, so, you know, I would be delighted if I pull one now, but if I had 3 and I pulled another, it'd be really annoying. So, we're gonna Petrify him to stop that, and also, ooh, did you just resist it? Huh. Get tag team this idiot. Love the tag team. But also, the other thing to factor in is I still need the water one. I need one more galleons. I need two of the water ones. I need one more galleons, and then wind and dark still haven't come out. And I obviously, I like dark's my favorite element. I'm gonna go for like a grid with a dark weapon. So yeah, just pace myself because when those come out, I'll have to go pretty hard to get them. I love that Kenga's skill, like Jita's skill, is not double strike; it's triple strike. Pop off, Xian. So Siegfried, I keep saying that. Percival should be auto-nuking now. It's also a debuff, so there's the auto-nuke. Almost 3 million damage plus that debuff. Are you gonna try and kill someone here? No, you're getting broken. Okay, cool. Well, you're at 10 stacks now, because that's gonna double activate. There you go. And my keys, by the way, I'm on normal attack damage key. That normal attack damage cap up key, not skill or charge attack damage up. I have talked about how people should use Xion. I have not used Xion that much either. This is really making a case for me to use Xion more. Like, I love Xion. She's got such a cool aesthetic. Any of the samurai katana girls, I'm here for them. Still waiting for the version of Mirin that is like super meta. She'll have her time someday, I think. I hope. Because her SSR versions right now are alright. They're fun. They have their uses, but they're not like they're not like the SSR version for SR. Like they're not completely cracked. Grand Mirin, when? Where's Grand Mirin? Alright. Grimir's dead. So yeah, conclusions. Conclusions? Yeah, conclusions. It's a first impression. I can still get conclusions. What do we get? I know everyone's curious. Well, let's see what we get, and then I will go to conclusions. Okay, conclusions. So, yeah. Percival's a really strong character. A really, really, really strong character. I don't think that is news to anyone. I also realized I didn't do any of his EMPs. I didn't even look. What are your EMPs? Charge attack damage cap, that would be, well, you don't charge attack that much, but all the stuff. A lot of crit nodes. That seems fine. So he's not even maxed out for like, what he could do, so I still gotta do that. But yeah, Percival, really strong character. I know I started off this by being more excited about the weapon than Percival. The weapon is a fundamental meta shift, but Percival is 10 out of 10 character. Really strong. Obviously strong. I don't think there needs to be much convincing. And again, if you're wondering why it's running in that Kengo setup, it's this. So these are summons. Oh, I didn't actually put plus marks, so this team could be stronger still. I feel very well prepared for the fire advantage, United fight. And this is the grid. This is Colossus's Katana. This is Katana, by the way. So again, that's why I'm running Xion. I like this team. I really like this team. Like stylistically, it's really fun. It does a lot of damage. Also, fire is just really good. It's got like a lot of good high difficulty options. Obviously, like Zeta is like can delay forever. My girl Vera, Vera is just Fire Vera is so strong, right? We talked about this. I never really about this. Fire is just in a really good place. Like I really enjoy fire as an element. So yeah, I went hard to try and get these, and I don't regret it. I do want one more, but if I pull it, it's gonna be a super exciting day. And I think it's one of those things where, again, if I don't spark it right now, don't do another spark for it right now. What I could do is spark another weapon, and it's on the same banner, and I pull enough for that other weapon or character. I can always use the spark on this, right? We're thinking ahead. We're thinking ahead. So yeah, there you go. That's my thoughts on, well, that's my spark, and then also my thoughts on the new weapon, Lord of Flames. Lord of Flames is great, and Grand Percival. Grand Percival's great. Good luck if you're pulling for these, and yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!